My top 5 portable antennas for 2023. What are those? Hang on and we'll get right to it. It's that time of year again where it's time to do some inventory, talk about what's been good and what's been bad the last year. And I'm not going to do too deep of a top 5 list this year, but I want to talk about my top 5 portable antennas because I have been doing a lot of portable activations, a lot of parks on the air this year. And I've made some opinions and experiences on portable antennas and what makes a good portable antenna. So with no further ado, let's start with number 5. And number 5 is the Sidewinder DX coil with the 7-section military whip. And I don't own this antenna. It's actually LB5JJ Bob's antenna, but I've been borrowing it since this summer. So I've done a couple of activations with it. And if you've seen my channel, you've seen that I did a little bit of a series on coil-loaded verticals. And I tested the Buddy Stick and the JPC12, which are ranging from Buddy Stick is really bad antenna. The JPC12 is an okay antenna when you learn how to use it, but the Sidewinder is just so easy to use. You don't need a manual. You set it up, you slide the coil up or down, or you slide the collar on the coil up or down, and it just works. So let's take a look at a deployment of the Sidewinder DX. And this antenna works in both in a mobile application on top of your car on a mag mount. It works on a tripod. It works on a ground spike. So it's a really great and versatile antenna. So the Sidewinder DX is a clear number 5 on my top portable antennas for 2023 list. Number 4. And number 4 is a completely different kind of antenna. It's a simple wire vertical, a quarter wave vertical antenna made out of just wire and a binding post adapter. It's not revolutionary, but it's pretty much the easiest portable antenna you can make yourself. So I've done a couple of videos on it, so let's take a look at this clip and see how the antenna is deployed. I'm using the same garbage can as I usually do. It's just so easy to strap the mast here. And I got the binding post adapter here. Up the mast is about 5 meters, a quarter wave on 20 with soda beams wire going up there. And out here are 8 5-meter radials just laying on the ground. And the mast is not the same mast as I usually use. It's a 6 meter, a lot simpler, cheaper mast, but 6 meters is great for such a short antenna. And as you can see, this antenna is really simple. It's a series of radials connected to one port of the binding post adapter. And in my case, a 5-meter vertical element for 20 meters going up a fiberglass pole. And that's it. And I can promise you, you'll make great DX with that antenna. Nothing more to say about that, actually. So let's go on to number 3. And number 3 is an NFED Halfwave. And it's not any NFED Halfwave. It's the NFED Halfwave kit from radiostuff.com. And I bought this antenna on eBay. Didn't really know what to think about it. Made the kit, set it up, and you know what? It just works. It looks great. It's easy to build. It's a fantastic NFED Halfwave kit. So that's number 3. And let's take a look at how this antenna is deployed. And the equipment today is the NFED Halfwave from radiostuff.com, which you can see here. It's suspended from a light post going up into the DX Commander mast, which has a drive-on mount, and going down there in a inverted V with the apex at about 10 meters. And there's nothing really much more to say about that antenna. It's easy to set up, it's easy to build, it's easy to use, and it works really good. So number 3 is the radiostuff.com NFET Halfwave kit. Now on to the second place, and number 2. Number 2 is kind of a little bit controversial. Number 2, that's Hamsticks. And you're probably going to laugh at me. Why do I have Hamsticks on number 2? Well, they're cheap, they're compact, they're easy to deploy, and they just work. Are they compromised? Yeah, they're really compromised. But do they work? Absolutely. Just take a look at this clip. And I'm at the same location in the park. I got the same equipment, the same hamstick, the same X6100, but I got a little bit of an addition. I got an amplifier today. CQ Parks on the air, 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 CQ Parks on the air. This is Lima Bravo 0 Foxtrot India, Lima Bravo 0 Foxtrot India, calling CQ Parks on the air for Park Lima Alpha 2532. Lima Bravo 0 Foxtrot India, calling CQ Parks on the air, Park Lima Alpha 2532. This is Lima Bravo 0 Foxtrot India, calling CQ Parks on the air, Park Lima Alpha 2532. Listening for any calls. Kilo Echo 8, Kilo Mike X-Ray, QSL.
QSL, you are a 3 into West Virginia.
Thank you for the 3 and 3 into West Virginia. You are a 44, 4x4, 44 here in southern Norway. So there you go. Hamsticks are a lot better than their reputation. And my next and my number 1 antenna is somewhat of the same concept, except it's not compromised. So it's time to go to number 1. And number 1 is the 7-foot telescopic whip. You can get these in a lot of different flavors. You can get them from MFJ, from Chameleon, you can get them from eBay, from AliExpress, but they're basically a telescopic whip, which is approximately 5 meters or a little bit more. A quarter wave on 20 meters. As with Hamsticks, they're easily deployed either on a ground spike, on a tripod, on a mag mount. It's an easy antenna. What I usually do is that I put it up on top of my car on a mag mount and go ahead, call CQ on 20. But you can also put it on a ground spike, and me and LB5JJ Bob did this summer on a POTA activation in Sweden. So let's take a look at this clip. And we're using a 5 meter whip, and we're going to use the Dude Spike by Ham Radio Dude here to put that up on. Together with that vertical, we're using a radial net consisting of 8 5 meter long soda beams wires. And that's it. Hopefully that'll work. Hopefully we'll get the activation. Let's go ahead and set everything up. And that's how easy this antenna is deployed on a ground spike. So I really love this antenna. And as with the Sidewinder DX on 5th place, this antenna isn't mine either. It's Bob's. I really got to start either giving the antennas back to him or buy them from him. But he doesn't like selling stuff. So we'll see what happens there. If not, I'm going to get one myself. And that's it. Those are my top 5 antennas for portable use in 2023. If you liked this video, click that like button and leave a comment down below. And if you want to help me with my virtual tip jars, there are links down below. See you next time. 7-3.